Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. We're back with some more exclusive content. Jason, Leon, and Pierre, we're here to give you guys another episode of Keepers, Sleepers, and Weepers. Hope you guys enjoy. Pierre, take it away.
Man, if we're at 175 in the regular show, this is probably like what episode, like 120 of these?
Probably somewhere around there.
I think I might have to go check. I just want to know. It's got to be like, I might start numbering them. Like comic books.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's see though. All right, cool. So without further ado, I guess, guys, we can just jump right into this.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So,
might as well. Yikes.
Sports world. You had to jump in on that.
Take away their ability to use special fabrics like immediately. Immediately. Look at this thing, man. Holy shit.
I don't know. Man. There's certain hats that like kind of date themselves. You can kind of tell like when they were made.
Mm-hmm.
This does that in a bad way. It's just a really, really bad hat, man. I don't know what they were thinking.
New Era, if you're going to introduce plaid, give us all of that stuff you used a couple Christmases ago, instead of this brown and black crap.
I don't like it, man. I even like the picnic table plaid better than this. You know, the red and
the red one's nice. The red one's nice.
That. You do nice things with that. I don't know. This plaid to me is very boring, but you know, listen, you put it in this combination, it's fucking hideous.
Yeah.
The sock is bleeding because it's so mad at itself for being on this hat.
Yep, it is disgusting. Well, that's a nice sweeper for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of special fabrics, did you guys see that Exclusive Fitted dropped a bunch of velvet yesterday?
No,
Jamaica Ave's officially gotten its hands on velvet. So
I heard you say it officially ended velvet, but I think like
it's the beginning of the end.
When it's done right though, man, you can't when it's executed properly, it's one of the things that toppers that's selling out fastest. Fucking put velour up there, it's gone. You just gotta do it right, but you're right.
It's gonna ruin it for everybody that does do it right though.
Well, we're just about done with it, so we pushed it pretty hard at Toppers USA, but now I think it's we're slowing up a little bit because the next orders that we're doing now will be coming in after the winter time. So time to lay off that. But I think they came out beautiful. But this hat is fucking terrible. So good choice, Leon.
All right, moving forward.
Yeah.
All right. First off, I just want to say the hat itself doesn't look bad. It's actually a decent looking hat. Yeah. I just hold the belief that Negro League teams and logos should not be used for hooks. I may be in the minority there, but that's just, I think they deserve a little more respect for what they went through. I just don't think you should use them for hooks. If you want to put them in team colors or dress them up a bit in nice blacks and metallics and stuff like that, great. But just don't use them for a hook.
I absolutely agree. I don't know if you remember this. Someone suggested that I use this for Insane Clown Posse, and I told them to kick fucking rocks. No, we're not doing stuff like that with these, man.
No. I mean,
now, is it a good hook?
Yeah, it's a great hook. Yes,
absolutely.
Yep, and it's a good looking hat.
Yeah.
So I'm not, but it's just, I don't know. I think that's going just a bit too far to use those logos for hooks, especially like horror movies and stuff.
And you
like
said
that.
You're in the minority. I don't think you are. I think a majority of folks out there that are schooled in this are like, nah, this ain't the way to go. But
let us know in the comments what you guys think. Should Negro League logos be used for hooks?
That's a good question to ask. We'll put that. We'll pose that question and then we'll pin that question. All right. So great weeper, Jason, and I'm going to round out the weepers with this beauty here. It's very rare that I pick a My Fitteds hat. You guys know it's probably. I don't think I've ever done it as a weeper.
Maybe once or twice.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but I mean, look at this fucking thing. I mean, listen, I love John Jay so much, and I love the stuff he does. Even the stuff that doesn't hit with the majority of people still hits with me. But this one with that polar fleece visor and button, that button looks like, I don't know, it looks like a fuzzy ball sack up on the top. I'm not really sure.
It looks like one of those beanies with
it's like a fucking pom-pom.
with the palm on top. Yeah.
Yeah, the pom-pom. It looks like a fucking pom-pom. It's just like not, dude, I am not into this polar fleece at all. I certainly don't like it mixed with poly. But listen, if this hat had a dark, like a dark or a black visor, everything else the same, this would be a keeper for me.
Actually, if you just replace that polar fleece with poly, I actually really like this hat.
Yeah,
I like that light blue or teal or whatever on that dark green. I think it looks great, but
yeah,
that polar fleece has got to go.
And the pom-pom is a bad touch. All right, let's move on to our sleepers, fellas.
Yeah, and the first sleeper comes from Crown Minded, Fayetteville. Just a little clean hat. I think as of recording, only like 7 and 7/7/8 was sold out. So you still have a chance to grab these. They've been quietly releasing clean hats, different logos. And it's cool to see them kind of move away from constantly just restocks and stuff like that. So
I've been saying it, man. Crown Minded for the win, man. They've been doing some great shit for sure.
Well, let's flip the page and keep it with one of the top 5 stores. I'm right there with Leon. I love the minor league hats that they did this week. This technically, I guess it's not a minor league, but whatever. This Desert Dogs, it's filled with a lot of minor league players. But this Desert Dogs in the Coyotes colorway, nice little color flip hat here. Logo we haven't really seen before. Yeah, just solid job from Crown Minded. And I maybe Hallucinathan, I think maybe had a hand in this one too. So
yeah. Arizona Fall League, they have some good logos in the Arizona Fall League. The Saguaros and Scorpions come to mind first, but there's also a couple other teams that look really sharp, and Desert Dogs is one of them. All right, nice sleeper, Jason Mead. And my sleeper of the week is actually what Snap created. I think these two hats with Hat Dreams, they're sitting in all but the very small and very big sizes at time of recording. The Last Dance, really a fantastic looking pair of hats. I think it's his best work so far. That's my sleeper of the week. And if you're looking to pick those up, most sizes are still available on Hat Dreams.
I really like the hats. I just don't get the hook. That's all.
Well, I think
because of The Last Dance, it's probably referring to a documentary for the Bulls, right?
Yeah. So that's the bottom one, right? And then the top one really is one that symbolizes that series with the Sonics, and that was a pretty epic series, if you remember correctly. Yeah. That's where Gary Payton
it might be Gary Payton
Jordan.
But
he tried to lock up Michael Jordan, and he claimed that he could, and
did not.
Gary, sorry, buddy. Even the glove can't hold back Michael Jordan. So that's my sleeper of the week. Congratulations, Snap, and nice job with this one. As we move on to our keepers.
All right, so I picked this one, and I looked up and down the City Connect hats. This is probably the cleanest one of them all. There was a lot of duds. I don't know if you guys got a chance to check out.
Dude, the City Edition jerseys, you like universally panned this year.
Yeah.
I think this is a thing that has run its course because they're not changing up the designs hardly at all.
Too much. It's too fucking frequent. And listen, what I like how Major League Baseball is doing it, to be honest with you, because they're making their rounds through the teams, right? And I'm sure in a couple years the Red Sox will have their turn again, and like so on and so forth, right? But I think it allows for some time for it to sit, for the teams to wear it for a few years, and then go on to something new. Now, I don't necessarily – I liked a lot of the logos, Leon, I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I thought there were some really good ones out there. But I think it's falling short a little bit because of the frequency.
There was like 4 versions per team.
Yeah.
So you got like the on-court, the alt black, white, the alt with the gray. Like it was a lot to look through.
No, it's a lot to look through, but the logos aren't a lot to look through because there's not 4 logos.
No, it was
No.
about 2.
There's a front.
Well,
and a
it
side, pretty
depends.
soon.
Like some had different fronts and some had different sides, but regardless, this was my cleanest one out of all of them.
I'm actually not a huge fan of the jersey. I do like the hat though.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not changing up the designs enough for me.
The Boston one is different.
But like Atlanta, they've been using that fucking.
I know. I actually really do like the Mavs one, even though I think that's pretty similar to the past, but I still like the script on it.
Yeah. Memphis was weird. I don't know.
A lot of them now are like they're collabs with like people.
The fucking Cause Brooklyn is terrible.
Yeah,
that's
so it's like, so you got Cause with Brooklyn, you got Ronnie Flag with New York, Drake with Toronto. I think
Drake.
Toronto's looks exactly the same.
Yeah, it's been the same We the North shit for the last 6 years. Change it up.
Mm-hmm. And the Cause Brooklyn is terrible, man. It's like fucking just like it looks like child blocks.
New York. All they did was move the Knicks. All they did was move their drop shadow down an inch. Like that's not even changing the uniform. I don't know.
But I do agree with you, Leon, and I'm not saying because I'm a Celtics fan. This one was by far the best looking cap.
Yeah, this one stood out to me. So
this is the Sixers one is fucking weird. It's got that. Or no, I'm sorry, font. Houston, not Sixers, Houston. Where it's got the spaceman dunking or something, and they used it on the front in one hat. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Come on, man.
Heat culture has got to be the weirdest one, though.
It's definitely weird.
Everything is same, but just heat culture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. But
heat culture really is defined as like really like fucking swimming through the entire regular season and then turning it on in the postseason. and I really do hope. I'm gonna be honest with you. As an NBA fan, I really do hope it bites them in the fucking ass this year. Because I feel like that's their fucking MO over the last 3 years is just, listen, let's just coast, and then we get to the playoffs, we'll try real hard. Like, I'm tired of that shit. All right. And your second keeper, Leon?
I went with this Hat Dreams, Tennessee Smokies. I mean, the Smokies have been getting their play with the Real Tree lately. We saw Toppers drop one, Toppers USA. We saw My Fittage drop one, and then now this one. All kind of similar. They're all released at the same time, so everyone had the same idea at the same time. I'm not accusing anyone of taking anything, but this one was just kind of cool. So Hat Dreams with the Tennessee Smokies, Real Tree. I think it's a really clean hat.
The first time we really saw that logo, do you guys remember when it was? Like when it was really like made popular?
No, My Fittage did the gum.
Yes, My Fittage gum pack. Yep.
That was when I think it was.
Yeah.
So I think somebody picked this as a keeper like 4 months ago when it first dropped.
It did?
Leon's going in a time machine, much like his old.
They loaded up. It looks like they got a bunch of pre-order stock in and said.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, well, I went off Hat Crawler. I saw it. I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool hat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. Well, nice choice either way, Leon. Whether it's 6 months old or a week old, it's still a good choice.
Well, you can get it on the website right now. So hopefully it still works. Yeah.
We've been bagging on Hat Club a lot lately, especially for their collections.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this khaki Phillies from their tan khaki collection or tan khaki pack or whatever they called it actually turned out really, really clean. I like how the gold pops off that khaki. This was obviously one of the better ones or more popular ones from that pack because it sold out really, really fast. Yeah. But that 96 All-Star game is always a winner. Yeah.
Definitely sharp. Definitely sharp.
All right, good pick.
My second keeper, we're going down south. Sneaker Town, Florida store does a Florida hat. The Real Tree, I'm okay with it on the visor. But that Fort Myers Miracle script, that's a really cool script. And
it really matches the logo.
What?
It does look good. Listen, do they only get their hats from fucking Bangladesh? I mean,
maybe.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird how they just like they're constantly? Yeah, it's always Bangladesh.
Yeah, they
just part of a big order, and they're just staggering them.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I feel bad for him though. Always getting Bangladesh hats, but
you know what's interesting, Jason? Bangladesh, the recent ones have been great.
Hopefully they fixed it.
They definitely changed factories because they have cardboard inserts next to the buckram now.
Oh,
which I've never seen before. So I think it's a new factory, and the crowns aren't as high as China, but they're pretty close now.
well, good. Because I always cringe whenever I would see that black
And when
tag
you
with the Bangladesh on it.
You're right. And even when I curve the brims, though, remember how I tell you guys there'd be threads showing and stuff? Doesn't happen anymore.
Nice.
Very good.
That's
I would always notice when they
3 Bangladesh orders in a row like that.
I always notice when the hat ran small. You put it on, it runs small. You look at it, Bangladesh.
Not only does it run small, and there's also a tiny crown. So it's like
this is all the farther down I could get my hat. Like
Yeah.
if it's Bangladesh sometimes. Like I like to wear them really low.
Yep.
Give me China.
This logo's funny. It looks exactly like theirs.
It does.
So it matches real good.
Yeah.
All right. So nice keepers, fellas, as we move into my keepers of the week. I'm going to start with this Brooklyn Cyclones from My Fitteds. I just think this one's really well done. I like the copper with the red on the front, and I love that patch. That side patch is a really sharp-looking patch with the light tower there in the 0 and the 20th. Just really, really nice, and this colorway is absolutely beautiful. I got to tell you, man, I still like when he does some wild stuff, but this stuff right here, if he does more of this, man, he's going to be in a really good place. This is my first keeper of the week, and my second keeper of the week is Texas Rangers. Now, not these hats. I don't know why Leon chose these fucking hats, but at the end of the day, like, there's so much great Texas Rangers stuff out there.
Yeah.
I was looking around on different sites. I mean, every site has great Texas Rangers stuff, and what a time to be a Texas Rangers fan. Not only did your team win the World Series, not only are they on top of the world right now, the baseball world, but you can find, as a fan, I would be ecstatic if I was in that position. I can go and find Texas Rangers hats all over the place. Like, now's your time, man. Clean up, man. Go freshen up your Texas Ranger collection. The stuff is everywhere. It doesn't matter what site. I'm not just promoting Topper Store USA. I'm talking Hat Club everywhere. There's Texas Ranger stuff to be had. Go pick up your Texas Rangers gear, and congratulations to both the Rangers and their fan base. You guys deserve it. And that's my second keeper of the week.
They definitely deserve it because they spent the money on it. So
they got the All-Star game too next year.
They do.
Listen, man, it's a good time. It's a great time to be a Texas Rangers fan.
Oops.
Whoa. What was that?
Different. That was different. Yeah, we got a close-up.
Yeah, so listen, guys, I want to thank you for joining me this evening on another episode of Keepers, Sleepers, and Weepers. Nice job, fellas. And with that, Leon, big fella, take us away.
Yeah, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. For Jason, Leon, and Pierre, we're out of here.
See you, everybody.
Brought to you by VFTV.